Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have our fourth round of European Conference League qualifying against Olympiakos. I'm very much assured that we'll probably go out at this round, but we've had a very good journey so far, and it's only fair to you guys that we do get to see what is definitely the biggest game in the club's history for quite some time. I just noticed, incidentally, that Slavia Prague won the competition last year, and the final was played at the City of Manchester Stadium, which was City's old ground. It's now the Etihad, of course. I don't know exactly what's happened with that, but there you go. Um, we go into these games pretty much knowing what's going to happen. Luca Fletcher, you'll notice, is back. He is in the squad for this round. We have taken out um, Rawdon, who is injured, of course, and Kyle Hudlin will remain as the target forward today. Walker drops down to the bench. So Luca Fletcher's our best player in terms of strikers, and it was very important to get him in. Unfortunately, it's our best defender that's ended up injured. So we've had to do a very tough decision in relation to that one. So the squad is pretty much as you've seen so far. Keeley in goal, Messam, Neveson, Grant and Norton Cuffy at the back. Osman, Taylor, Neone and Ward in midfield with Fletcher and Hudlin as the strike partnership. Be an interesting one to see how Hudlin plays with a new strike partner. And of course, Luca Fletcher's still on Manchester City's books. He's not like the other players that were released. So he is clearly reasonably rated. He does actually have an option of a year extension at the club as well. So could be a player that City will keep an eye on. And if we can somehow find a result here in Greece, just to give us even a slight chance in the home game, what a phenomenal opportunity we may have. And I'm quite happy. If we lose by one, even two goals, I'll be reasonably pleased, in all honesty. Holsgrove here with a strike, and it's off the woodwork, and we do manage to get it clear. Messam already on a yellow card, which isn't ideal. He picks it up and gets to clear. We've actually had a couple of attempts on target, nothing in the way of highlights so far. Fletcher also with a yellow card early on as well. Obviously, the quality between the two sides could be very apparent today. Olympiakos, again, a fully professional side, as Lyngby were, but we did still manage to get our way through. Can we do so again today? Holsgrove with another free kick. Fires it in, and that's a good save from Keeley. Good piece of goalkeeping from him. He was positioned very well in the centre of the goal, to be fair, and he did well to get a touch onto it. Lavera here with a delivery into the penalty area. Good clearance. Plays it back into Holsgrove, who strikes again. It's another good save from Keeley, who is certainly proving his position in goal at the moment. Pep Beal with a delivery again into the penalty area, and again, this time it's Kyle Hudlin that clears. Let's be honest, if in doubt, we'll put the 6'9" guy in at centre back. What's the worst that can happen? And again, it's set piece after set piece. Olympiakos just growing in stature here, and I'm not sure what's happened here. I thought we just cleared it. Oh, we've got VAR now. They're checking, and a penalty has been awarded. Grant has pushed one of their players, and I think that's really harsh, to be honest. Pep Beal scores his penalty, and we do find ourselves behind. A little bit disappointing, to be honest, that one, and we're only defending our box. They have grown in stature as the game's gone on, as I mentioned before. Norton Cuffy here with a delivery again toward that far post. Hudlin is there trying to win the header, and Retsos did well to win it. And Lavera picks it up now and plays it inside to Heze. And now Holsgrove into Lavera, and Olympiakos just starting to turn the screw now, and they're starting to dominate matters now. And Ramon into Lavera, Abbey into Ramon. Holsgrove plays it into Kotsulas, whatever his name is. It was saved by Keeley anyway, as Osman now finds Luca Fletcher. Coming down this left-hand side, lays it back to Taylor. And now Neone into Hudlin. Back to Neone, who strikes it superbly. And Salakis couldn't keep it out. And Trey Neone has equalised. We have, well, it doesn't matter anymore. It used to matter when you had the away goal, of course. Now it doesn't, which is a little bit unfortunate considering the circumstances, but it's a really big goal from our point of view. Trainione with the finish and 1-1 just before half time as well. Really important goal, that one. Can we hold on to it going into half time? 3 minutes of added time. It would be nice if we could just hold out and be level at the break. Here is Ramon into Abbey. Back to that guy. And now Retsos. Just holding on to it and lays it into Aguibu. And now Pep Beal. And they're just knocking the ball about with a lot of confidence. Ramon just knocking it back to that guy again. And Holsgrove, chance to play it forward, finds his pass to Pep Beal. They're completely passing everything around us. Aguibu in the penalty area. Good tackle from Neveson. Pep Beal's delivery. Lavera at the far post. Pep Beal again. And it's palmed away by Keeley. And again, living very dangerously at the back at the moment. But we're still holding on. And we certainly are holding our own. We've got a point to prove. And we're at 1-1 here in Greece. They have been the better side. But we do have a goal to our name, which is a very nice thing to have. Fletcher, Neone, and Messam all on yellow cards, though, so it is something we're going to be be a little bit careful with, in all honesty. So we'll see what we can do in the second half. It's been a very good performance, and the fact that we're keeping things as close as we are is excellent. And let's hope we can continue that in this second half. Just about to reach the hour mark. We were trying to push forward there. Abbey picking it up and trying to clear for Olympiakos. Mitsakitis into Ortega. And now Lavera, who has very much ran the show on that left-hand side for them. Agribu into Gelson Martins, charging down this right-hand side. We're not really getting close enough to him. And he lays it all the way back in the end to Retsos, who's got loads of space, and he struck it. And their centre-back has just scored from 30 yards out, 25 yards, in fact. And that is a huge blow. But we didn't close him down at all. From our point of view, that was quite poor defensively. We'll offer some encouragement because, again, we've played some very good football today, but we're just lacking a little bit of quality. We've got another yellow card now. We're going to have to make some changes. All these yellow cards are certainly going to make a difference, unfortunately. And Vasim Alvarez can come on for Grant. And we'll get Harbinson on as well at centre-back. A double change at centre-back. It's what we did in the previous game. Ward has not been in the game at all. Neither's Luca Fletcher, in all honesty. He got booked early on and he's not been in the game at all. But we know how good he is, so it could be important just to leave him on. O'Toole will get on for Ryan Ward. And we'll, for now, leave Neone on. But I think having a couple of defenders on yellow cards is certainly not ideal, and that is something that we needed to sort out. If we can keep it within one goal, I'll be relatively pleased. Can we do so? We're into the last 10 minutes. We're not looking like we're going to get back into it. As Salakis into that guy. And he launches it forward. Ortega, O'Toole's 6'5". He's got to be challenging there. He's got to be putting effort in to try and win that header. We're on a pressing system still, of course. We're always on that pressing system. So he should have really tried to challenge for it. And the lack of challenge could very much go against us here. And Gelson Martins is in behind. And Keeley with a very important save. If we can get away with just a 1-goal deficit from the away leg here, I'll be ecstatic. Because I have every confidence that we can at least put in a challenge when we're at home. And here's Retsos. Good tackle from Neone. Just holds on to it and lays it back to Neveson. Unfortunately, it was very good defending, to be fair, from Retsos when he was retreating toward his own penalty area. And I'll take that. It's a defeat, but it's a very good defeat. To be fair, at 2-1 in the first leg, they did dominate. They had the majority of possession in the end, and they created a lot more chances. But we're still in with a shout. A number of poor performances from our boys, which is unfortunate. Keeley, a 7.5 rating. What a performance from the keeper today. Grant had a 6.4. We were unlucky to concede the penalty as well. Messam a 6.3 and Ward a 6.3. Ward, of course, one of our key players. He needs to play better than that. Taylor didn't have a good game either, and nor did Norton Cuffy, but we get away with it a little bit. And going into the second leg, we have every chance, I think, of really giving them the sword. Basically, if we can get through that somehow, it would be the biggest result in this club's history. We've got a league game against Glentoran coming up in the middle of all this, so we'll get that done and out of the way, and then we will be back for the second leg. Fingers crossed, everybody. What a result it would be. Okay, guys, here we go for the second leg against Olympiakos. We know what we have to do. It's going to be an incredibly tough ask for us, but can we find a way to get the job done today? Again, from an achievement perspective, I don't think we could do better. If we can find our way through from a financial perspective as well, it would completely reshape the future of this football club. We're pretty much, I think, playing the exact same team that played out last time. Alvarez comes in at centre-back, though, to partner Grant, and Neveson starts at left-back. Messam struggling a little bit fitness-wise, as is Ward, in all honesty. And Norton Cuffy, again, he continues to struggle fitness-wise as well. There's a lot of games to be played, and we've not really had too much chance to rotate in relation to the league games either. We have got options that we can rotate with, but we really need to put full focus in. And obviously, because we're still in Europe, the league games aren't coming particularly quickly at the moment either. So we need to make sure we win them and put the pressure on in the league also. Incidentally, we did win 4-1 against Glentoran. It was another very good league performance and sets us up nicely for hopefully a victory in this second leg. As you've seen, usual starting lineup, reasonable enough bench. Let's see what we can do today. We are at home. To me, that's an advantage, but I am fully aware of how much quality Olympiakos have got. We were lucky to come away with just a 1-goal deficit from the first leg. Let's keep everything crossed. Grant knocks it on, Hudlin with the header. Fletcher into Osman. Coming down this left-hand side, plays it in. Fletcher couldn't quite get onto it, and Salakis did well to get a grip of it. The defenders did well to shepherd Luca Fletcher there, to be fair. And it remains 0-0. Launched forward by the keeper. There's no one attacking it. Alvarez controls it very, very nicely. And now Norton Cuffy into Ward, inside to Hudlin. Back to Norton Cuffy, into Ward again. I'm quite happy with this. We're just keeping possession, trying to play the simple passes. Nione tried to just turn it around the corner instead of looking at what he was doing. And Aguibu picks it up. God, intercept. Oh, Neveson missed the interception. And Kostoulas has scored. And that could be the first of many nails in this European coffin now. It's a huge blow that we've gone behind. And it was largely down to the fact that Nione tried to be a little bit tricky with his pass. Here is Retsos, back to Heze, and now Pep Beal swings it in and it's gone just wide. But as happened in the first leg, Olympiakos growing into the game and starting to take a little bit of control. But they will just quite happily sit on this now, to be honest. They've got a 2-goal advantage. There's no need for them to go all-out attack, whereas from our point of view, we will have to think about making that kind of a change going forward. Here is Norton Cuffy into Neveson. Norton Cuffy just holds on to it and lays it back into Grant. And again, I'm quite happy with the patient play for now. We've still got an hour in the game. It's just going to be a case of finding our way back into it. Fletcher here into Osman. Trying to get down left-hand side. Taylor intercepts that back pass and finds Fletcher. And Luca Fletcher has equalised on the night. So we return to the 1-goal deficit. And again, in terms of home performances, I am more than happy with our home form on a regular basis. And we do have a lot of confidence in our home games. Marvin Taylor cutting it back to Fletcher, who finished it really well. First time finish from him. And I've just noticed how big the ground is. I don't know which ground we're playing in, but we'll certainly take the gate receipts, won't we? Because it's going to be a huge income for gate receipts in this game for us. Today, Neveson into Fletcher with the throw. Now Marvin Taylor into Neone. Plays it in and it just didn't curve enough for Ryan Ward, but it's come back to Neone and again it's given away. He's given it away a couple of times now, Neone, which is unlike him because he's had such a good start to the season. But Ryan Ward does superbly to win possession back. Can he get it into the penalty area? Hudlin was there. And Abbey with the deflection to knock it out for a corner. We've got the big man at the far post. Marvin Taylor whips it in. And it's actually toward Alvarez, who's nodded it back across. And Salakis comfortably catches it. But we're putting the pressure on. And we're not playing badly at all at the moment. And 3 minutes of added time have been announced. And we're approaching the very end of the first half. Osman plays it inside. Hudlin didn't really challenge for the header. And Aguibu into Pep Beal. And he comes down this right side, finds Kostulas, and he's scored again. I think he may have been offside, but I think we might be very lucky. He is offside, so we're still in it. We're only the 1 goal behind. And again, they've not had too many chances actually today. They grew into it right at the very start of the game, but since then, we have pretty much been the dominant side. Can we find a way to get in front and level on the night? I mean, I can't fault our performance. And we're controlling possession as well. But again, we've been drawn into a few too many yellow cards. Neone and Taylor both in central midfield, plus Alvarez. Neone into the penalty area. Ryan Ward picks it up. He's been forced out of the area. And he just couldn't find a way to turn. Norton Cuffey swings it in. Fletcher was there. He couldn't get onto it. Neveson strikes. Oh, it's a good effort. And Salakis making a very good save there to knock it out for a corner. Taylor with the delivery. It'll go to that far post. Hudlin is there. Salakis read it this time and claimed it well. And unfortunately, it remains 1-1 on the night. But we have certainly proven that we're no pushovers here. I am taking every bit of positivity out of this performance. And you know what? We'll drop some praise to the lads because, again, we've played superb football today. Ortega into Mitsokitis. And now back to Ortega. Lavera. Now Abbott into Heze. Back to Abbey again. To that guy. And now Heze into Pep Beal. And Kostulas is in behind. Is he going to score again? Yes, he is. And there wasn't even a hint of offside this time. And that is that. I don't think we're going to score twice here. And we did just offer praise to the lads as well because we were playing well. And obviously the lads are a bit confused by that. Because we've just conceded again. Neveson into Neone. Now Hudlin. Ryan Ward coming down this right-hand side. An immediate response would be nice, wouldn't it? Norton Cuffey into Grant. And Taylor, good effort. And again, a really good piece of goalkeeping from Salakis. He's had a good game today, the keeper, which is unfortunate from our point of view, of course. And Taylor with the delivery to that far post. Hudlin is there. He couldn't even get to it. And it remains 4-2 on aggregate. And Abbey wins that header. We're going to go very attacking. And we are going to make some changes here. I mean, the cards again in midfield. Morton and Fapetu are going to come on in the midfield. We're going to get O'Toole on as well for Ward because he's absolutely shattered. Neveson is going to come off for Messam. And Harbinson can come on as well. To be honest, it's going to have to be for Norton Cuffey because he's absolutely out on his feet at the moment. And I mean, Fletcher's struggling also. Osman's had a bad game. But we're going to go all out. Very attacking. And I think, to be fair, we'll push the wingers forward as well. And we'll just give it absolutely everything that we can. There's not a lot more that we can do. We're completely at the hands of our opponents. But, I mean, we've run them close in both matches. And we can certainly take pride in that. And again, unfortunately, our set pieces haven't been good enough today either. We've done really well from them so far in the early part of the competition. But Salakis, has read it all very, very well. And here's De Veras into Gelson Martins. And obviously, with us being very attacking, we will be short at the back. Retsos into Musakitis. And he's about to just charge straight through, and he's launched it in, just clipping the outside of the post. I mean, if we could find a goal in the next few minutes just to make it interesting, that would be nice. We've dominated proceedings today, and we've not had the reward. And it makes the defeat a bit harder to take, and it'll be even harder to take if we score here and lose by just the one goal. Here's for Petu into Fletcher, and now Hudlin into O'Toole. We've got players charging into the penalty area. O'Toole swings it in. For Petu gets there, lays it back to Fletcher, and it's blocked and cleared only as far as Messam, but nothing comes from it again. And we've had so many chances today, and we've just lacked the quality. And I think maybe the youthfulness of the side played a part there. But 11 attempts on target. But to be fair, I mean, Olympiakos won 2-1 in the first leg with stats like this, but we did better than they did in the away leg. They've had 2 shots on target and scored them. And unfortunately, that's the kind of quality we'll come up against in Europe. And I can't be critical. 1 or 2 poor performances, yes, but I can't be critical of that. We played some very nice football there, and we're very unlucky to have gone out, I think. And we certainly can't complain. They go through 4-2 on aggregate. Again, we got awarded 85, well, pretty much 86,000 for playing in the 4th qualifying round. And we've been given 643,000 after the defeat and for participating in the Conference League. So it's another £1.3 million nearly. And in terms of the club finances, it completely turns everything around for the football club. And it certainly helped matters. We've completely cleared debts. And in terms of projection, we're actually looking good for the future now as well, which is very, very nice, in all honesty. And it does mean that we might be able to improve training facilities, for example. We may even be able to afford to go professional now. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be something that we'll have a look at going forward. And I'll certainly try and start a coaching course. That's something that I haven't been keeping an eye on. So going forward, we will get a number of league games out of the way, I think. We've actually got a double cup tie at the end of September. So I think a League Cup second round tie and the Scottish Trust Trophy game as well. I think that'd be a nice time to come back, get 6 league games out of the way. It'll allow us to catch up to the rest of the league as well. And we'll see where we stand after that. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.